It's halftime, and we're back with our Ask the Expert segment. This is where we respond to your emails and answer your gambling questions each week. If you have a question, just go to GameTimeReport.com, click on Contact Us, and drop us a line. Make sure you put your name in town so we know who you are and where you're coming from. And if we do use your email on the show, I'll send you a free copy of my book, Bets, Drugs, and Rock and Roll, along with a signed copy of Two for the Money from Brandon Lang. Now let's get into our first letter. It's Paul from Reno, Nevada, and Paul writes, Dear Steve-O, love the show, saw it on your website. I'm 27 years old and I live in Reno, Nevada. I recently started betting and I like to bet every game on the board for $50. My boss tells me I can't win and I should consider betting parlays. Is this right? What do you guys think? Paul, geez. Every game on the board. I mean, that's the reason my father and I went into the bookmaking business in the first place. No, Paul, can't win. But here's what I did for you. Check your email. I sent you an account for GameTimeReport.com. Go there, just put it in, pick any of the handicappers, and follow exactly what they say, Paul. You'll do a lot better than you're doing now. Chris, any advice for Paul? He wants some gambling advice. He wants to know whether he should parlays versus straight bets. What's his best option?
Well, his best option is not to play any kind of parlays. I'll tell you, the only kind of parlay that I've ever looked into is a teaser. But the bottom line is, if you're going to do it, you got to do it right. I play all my games straight up. Every game I like, straight up across the board every single week. And when I do my teasers, I like to play the games across the board on a 6-point teaser, but I will always include that Monday night game, and I always tease the side that I do not like straight up. Here's the reason why. If I hit all of my games to start that teaser and you're sitting on the other side of the game you like Monday night, you can bet straight on the team you like, and you're sitting on a nice middle, a comfortable play to middle the action. The bottom line is, you don't bet parlays, you manipulate lines to your advantage, and you take advantage of the bookmaker. They offer it to you with the teaser. That's a smart way to go, but the bottom line is, parlays are bad.
True. I mean, the best parlay I ever had was a blonde and a brunette night bachelor party in Vegas.
That two-teamer, I saw that.
But that was it.
Yes.
Brandon, straight bet, parlay, what do you say to Paul?
You know what? Have fun with parlays. Have fun with teasers. Have fun with anything you want to do. But the key to winning and being successful is money management and discipline. Pick out your best bet, whatever that best bet may be, and bet that best bet. And then whatever's left over, you can bet parlays and teasers. Just don't make those extra bets exceed what your best bet is. Therefore, you can lose all your little plays. But if you hit your best bet, you've had a winning day. Top play winners is what it's all about. Hit your top play. Do whatever you want with everything else.
Makes a lot of sense what Brandon says, and this is important for the listeners out there. You know, Brandon, one of the best handicappers in the country, you've gone on runs 10-0, 12-0, but they weren't 10 games in the same day. It could be a span of 3 weeks. If you want to win, you take your best bet and you go from there. Now, let's get to our second email from Randy in Syracuse, New York, and Randy writes, Dear Steve-O, just finished your book on a flight to Vegas. Needless to say, I tried to channel all your crap stories every time I rolled the dice. But when it comes to sports, does the house always win? And if so, why bet? What's the best strategy to win at betting? Listen, Randy, why do we drink? Why do we smoke? Why do we chase girls? We're men, that's why, and that's what men do. But here's the good news, Randy. In sports betting, somebody has to win and somebody has to lose. In craps, everybody loses. So my best sports betting advice for you, my friend, is stay off the crap table. Brandon, you've won the last 16 Super Bowls in a row. What kind of betting advice can you offer our friend?
I didn't win those by betting the favorite every single time. If you want to be successful, always try to find value in the underdog. Remember, the line maker inflates the value on the favorite. Sometimes you may be laying 2-3 points extra than what you should. Find the underdogs. Get opposite the big line moves. You'll be successful. I know it's hard sometimes, but you've got to find the underdogs.
You know, Randy talks about the house always winning in sports betting. And he's right, but not with every player. See, the strength that the house has is they just have to win their share of the games, and the juice takes care of the rest. Chris, you're one of these guys that fall into the 1% of the betting community that actually turns a profit betting sports. Who better than you to give Randy a little advice here?
First and foremost, you should always enter the season with a selected amount you're going to invest for the entire season. And make that amount, whatever it may be, a number you can afford to lose. Remember, this is play money. And when you get started, you always want to play 1 to 2% of your bankroll on the games, straight up across the board. That way, as the bankroll grows, so will your plays. It's all about money management and discipline. Nothing more, nothing less. You stick to a plan and you follow it throughout the season. Never waver from it, and you'll be all right.
Sound advice from the great one, Chris Jordan. That about does it for our Ask the Expert segment. We're going to take a quick break and be right back with our marquee matchup of the day, Eagles-Bears. It's the best game on the board, so don't go anywhere.
Welcome back to Dinosaur Hunters, mates.
This is Puma War.
We've modeled the real-world terrain and chronology closely.
Hello, my name is Steve Budin. I'm the father of the offshore sports betting business and the CEO of the largest pay-per-view pick conglomerate in the world. Check me out every week on Game Time Report and go to the website, GameTimeReport.com.